Hello, Minecrafters, and welcome to episode 25 of our Direwolf 20 Let's Play series. Now, 3 episodes ago, we worked on power by building the reactor. And the last 2 have been working on storage and the applied energistics 2 for storage and sorting and things like that. So I'm sure you can guess what we're going to be doing next. It's a very simple progression. So next we move on to, you guessed it, Botania. You did guess Botania, right? Well, I guess maybe you didn't. Not many people think the way I do. But anyways, one of the reasons we want to go back to Botania is for our armor. I had said something previously about taking the enchantments off of my armor using the sigil that we made so that I could put some back on. And we're going to use Botania to do that. But we're also going to look at the natural upgrades for the dark armor. For instance, the helm, if you look down below anvil upgrades, you can add a sound locator, night vision, revealing goggle, or the revealing, which is the goggles of revealing. You can do glider wings on the chest, which I won't. We can do speed, we're using a potion of swiftness, and you can do jump and flippers and different things like that. So we're actually going to look at getting this stuff upgraded. But first of all, we need to go out here to our little trusty handy dandy level collector and experience orb generator and see how we're doing. I did finally get that set up on the harvester, so 52 stacks should do pretty well, I believe. I don't need that dirt right now. So we'll just grab up a bunch of this and head back and get started. Okay, so first of all, we'll take this off. And I guess we'll start off with this. And I'm wanting to put the night vision on there. So I've already made up a night vision potion. Yep, that's it. So you just take it, put it over here in the anvil, drop this in, and it needs 10 levels. So we'll go ahead and run that up to 10. Now I have found, and of course I went over, you don't want to go over because it's not as efficient on the use. So if we hold down the shift over here, now we'll see night vision under or just above the anvil upgrades. So we'll pick that up, and now we have the night vision power on here. Let's see, next up we want to add flippers to the shoes, and I think I need 10 levels, yeah. Which I guess you can just look on there and it shows you need 10 levels. And there we go. It was for the shoes, right? Yep. And now we have flippers on that. The legs, well, let's find out the levels first. Need 10 levels, potion of swiftness. Doo-doo-doo. Potion of swiftness. I'm interested to see the difference this is going to make, and I'm not doing the glider wings. So put all this back on. I guess maybe it's different, which it may not make you a lot faster simply because I've got the sash on there, or I've already got the Sojourner sash, so it may not increase that much, but anyways, it's there. We'll have to find out a little bit later about the swimming. And the night vision, which I guess I can, well, I ain't gonna worry about all that right now. So next we're gonna go to the Botania area, and we actually won't need any of this while we're there. And these are the things I'm gonna be putting on my armor. I'm hoping that I have enough mana, but we'll have to wait and see. And we're also going to work on the Botania area just a little bit. I'm going to show, well, yeah, okay, I'm wearing them. I was getting ready to say, because the boots automatically give, where is it? Fall damage negated when powered, and a couple of times I forget to have my armor on because I've been working on it or whatever. And I'll jump off of there and take the hit for the fall damage. Alright, so we've still got a good bit of that left. Now, go ahead and show you what I've been working on here, and that's working on getting my, feeding my little endo flames here automated. And so I can go ahead and show you how I do this. I automate things a little different from some people. Okay. Just trying to make sure I don't hit something while I'm doing this. Okay, so this is what we've got. We have the comparator picking up a signal. Let me get that out of the way. We have the comparator picking up a signal from the mana pool, and that sends that signal down here. Now right now we have a power of 0 because this is empty, and we're not, I've actually got it cut off up there at the top, so this is actually not in effect right now. But anyways, so once this starts filling up, you'll get a stronger signal. Well, what a lot of people don't realize is a comparator has two functions. You can run it like this, which is the way it is when you place it, which is in mode comparator, if you look up at Wayla, or you can do here, and it's a subtractor. So what that does is it takes the signal from the back, subtracts the signal from the side, and puts that out in the front. So what you've got right now is you've got 15 here and 0 there. So it's putting 15 out the front. And we've got a not gate here. And so what that does is that makes it not put a signal out. So this is what will cut off. And I don't have a switch on my door. No, I sure don't. Once this gets to 15, then these will be equal, and it will not put out a signal, because this will equal that, which will be 0. So then you will not have a signal going into the NOT gate. So then the NOT gate will generate a signal, and it will keep the little line right there hot the whole time, or keep a signal on it full time. So as you can see now, when the switch comes around, this is going to go off for just a second, just like that. And that allows this to cut off so the coal can drop, or whatever you're using. Same thing here. You've got a NOT gate, and so you're taking this pulse of redstone and turning it into a pulse of no redstone signal, again allowing this to drop. So as long as your spreader is bursting mana through here, it'll reset the timer. As soon as it stops, it does not reset the timer anymore, and then you'll get that instance of no redstone, which will allow them to drop. If your mana pool is full, then this will have a signal of 15 minus, and you've got a signal of 15 here, which will cancel out, which will not output a signal. which will in turn make a signal here, keeping this on all the time, cutting that off. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, it works. So if I take, and actually I don't have anything in the hoppers right now, I don't believe. Nope. So I'll show you that in just a minute, because we've got something else to do, and this is actually something I've read some about, but I've actually never done it. And that is, we're going to go back to the house to grab something. And that is the way that we are going to move charcoal out to our Botania area. I don't know why it is you have to reset that thing sometimes. Alright, grab that barrel. Now I'll just jump off. I'm eventually going to get rid of that upstairs, but I don't know when. Okay, so we're going over here back under our, I guess you call it tree farm. It is still a tree farm, it's just not running right now. So we've got 632 stacks plus 10. And then we've got this barrel with nothing. And if you go and use the hammer, and these are a couple of other items we're going to be using today. If you use the hammer, you can see that I've got 2 slots left on here and 2 slots left on this. I've got 29 upgrades and 29 upgrades. Everything matches. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and put the B space upgrade on here. You just shift right click and you see it pop on down there at the bottom, and same thing on that. Now hopefully I get this right, because if I'm not mistaken, you just right click here and then there, and it tunes them to each other. Now the fork starts resonating, and you can see down at the bottom you're using durability. So there you go. And so this almost makes it kind of like an ender chest for a single item. So anything, whatever's in this chest is in this chest as well. And hopefully I can just pick that back up with our little dolly here. But that durability starts dropping, so basically you have a time limit as to getting it back into place where it needs to be. And I don't want to try jumping, so I'm just going to change over to a blaze and fly it up there. And so I want to place that there. Now you can see it's already dropping. And the reason is this should be set to extract. And so then what that's going to do is it's going to start putting coal in these. And I believe I set that to round robin. Yep, I set that to round robin, so it drops here, 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 back, and goes through the cycle. That way, it's evenly dispersing it. And then once these fill, that'll stop. And so now what I'm going to do is make sure, well, get out of blaze, take off my magnet, and knock that down. So now when you hear this click, you should see charcoal drop on 3 plants. Just like that. Now, those will start, and we'll see, you hear every time that thing injects, this turns red and our timer resets. Now what that does is, because that timer resets, you never get that pulse of power here cutting it off here. And so that's how I do it. Now I can close the floor back up. You do have to be careful about not wearing a magnet. Guess I better get that one back. Let's see, I don't think anything can spawn down there because pretty sure I put a torch or two. Yeah, there's one over there. Okay. And there we go. Now to click and drop. And go again. So now we actually have the ability to use our coal in different locations. And so that will automatically get all the coal over here. So now we have mana generation. I still haven't figured out this one. I put in a redstone mana spreader and it doesn't seem to like to work. I looked, it shouldn't be getting a redstone signal from anything, but I don't know. I can't get it to fire over here anymore, so I just started using my little band of mana and picking it up from here and putting it over there. Nope, it stopped, so it clicked, and then there it goes, and there we go again. So we now have this automated. It doesn't look too bad. And if you want to, you know, just stop it completely, you can just take a little redstone torch and stick it right there. So now we are going to look at enchanting our armor using Botania. Now we've got some books here, and we've got Aqua Affinity and Respiration 3. Those will go on the helmet. And then the Unbreaking 3 and Protection 4 will go on each of the other, or on all 4 pieces. So we'll just start off with the boots. So what you want to do is make sure you've got your wand. I'm going to put this up. And another thing you may want to do, something I try to do, is keep a couple of diamond dollies on you at all times. You might be in a dungeon at some point and see a spawner that you want to grab, and you can use these to pick the spawners up. That way you don't have to break them and use Ender IO to repair them, and then power to run them and all that. I mean, they'll only spawn when you're nearby, but if you put them in the right place where you do your crafting and things like that in the base, then they're going to run anyways. So I like to keep that, and I try and keep a soul vial or two in case there's something out and about that I want to capture. Find an Enderman with 2 hit points left, grab him, and he's an easy kill if you set it to, you know, spawn, what was it, spawn exact copy. But I like the soul vials simply because you can capture hostile mobs with it as well. So, and of course I keep my extra torches and things like that. But anyways, back to this. Now the way this is set up, if you look in your Botania book, I know it's in here somewhere. Yep, see, it'll tell you here how to put it all together. You've got an obsidian circle, which is here, and then you come out, and where these gold ones are, you'll put a block, and then you'll put the mana pylons 1 block up, and then you'll put flowers under the mana pylons and each of these 4 as well, and then a lapis block in the center, and then right click the lapis block with your little twig wand. What's it called? your Wand of the Forest, right click it, and then that turns it into this. The next thing is your little sparkies, I don't know what they're called. Entity Botania Spark Name. I don't know. Well, are you not going to find it in here? Would that be an accessory? I guess not. Natural apparatus. I was going to say spark or something along those lines. Oh shoot, I don't see it now. Why am I not seeing these? There's the mana pylons. Probably not seeing it because it's not in all of it in alphabetical order. Okay, maybe some of it is. Well, I don't see it. Okay, we'll just do it from this. You get your spark, and you just make that with blaze powder, a gold nugget, and 2 mana petals of the same color. And it doesn't matter which color. Well, maybe it does because there's only 8, and I know there's 16 colors. So, but you make 2 and put 1 over your mana pool and 1 over the center, which is your lapis block. Okay, and then next what you'll do is, all right, we're doing the boots, so get this out of the way. No, not the aqua affinity. Want the protection 4 and the unbreaking. And so what you want to do is come up here and drop that, and then back up. And then you're going to take and right click your whatever you're wanting to enchant on the altar, and then you'll right click it with the wand, and you'll hear it tick, and you'll see this little ring around it. And once this ring comes up, you can walk up and get your books, and you can see the neat little effects coming from the bauble and coming from everything else, really. All the little mana pylons, the baubles, and the ring went away, and it makes that little noise. The ring actually circles and then makes that noise, and then you can just come in here with an open hand and right click the altar, and you will have your boots. Now the strange thing is it double writes it. It's not there twice, but it's just it's written twice, and I'm not real sure why. Another bad thing is it uses quite a bit of mana. You can see it used right at about 1/3 of my mana. So I may not be able to enchant all these pieces today. We're going to see. Now this is something I have not tried before, and that's to do this many enchantments on one thing. So I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to find out. Okay. Oh, stop it. All right, now click that and click that. Now it reads the books, it draws a circle, and it starts vacuuming out all the mana. Guess I can go ahead and grab my books. Oh boy, is it gonna make it? It took me dry. And now the worst part of it is if I pick this up now, it'll cancel the spell. Alright, so let's see. if I've got enough over here to finish it off. We'll pick it back up. And I probably need to change that to 2 items. Oh, it's from. I want that to be Spring Mana 2. There we go. Alright. What's this one set at? Taking mana from. See if that'll be enough to finish it off. It doesn't look like it. Alright folks, hold on just a minute. I'll build up some more mana and see if we can't get this thing to finish out. Hold on just a minute. Okay, and we're back, and hopefully I have soaked up enough in here that we'll actually be able... Oh yeah. Sweet. That took a lot of mana, I will tell you that. Yeah. But anyways, and we'll check out our little item here. And like I said, it does double list everything. Aqua Affinity, Protection, Unbreaking. Sweet. It didn't do Respiration though. Oh yeah, it is up here on the very top. Respiration, Aqua Affinity, Protection, and Unbreaking. Still don't know why it lists it twice, but the way I figured out that it is correct is if you bring it over here and put it in the anvil after you take it off, you put it here and you take a book and then hover over it here, it shows correct. And actually if I pick it up from there, it'll burn off the book, use my levels, and not upgrade the stack. So I'm gonna leave it like it is. And I don't know how much mana I've got left. Wonder if I've got enough to do one more piece. I'll just use the books on the other. And I've noticed that 2 enchants takes about a quarter of this, so we'll go ahead and dump the rest of it in there. I actually had to wait quite a while to get up enough mana to where I felt like it was going to run. Apparently 4 books on there is quite a bit. So I don't know if that'll be enough or not. I got enough left in that to get it to a quarter. If I'm at a quarter, I'll feel safe enough to try it. Otherwise, not so much. Well, may as well. What I'm hoping is that I can get one more piece to take, and then I'll just use the actual books on the other one. So, yeah, we'll do the chest next. Take this, throw the books down. And you do have to be careful if you've got more books in your inventory, because it will, bring in the next thing that it thinks is just like it. All right, now put. Where'd it go? Oh, it put it on me. Yeah, I don't want to be wearing it. I want to enchant it. Okay, so don't sneak right click. Alright, sneak right click with the wand. Alright, so it does a little circle, vacuums up all the mana. Of course, you run out again. course that's not going to be enough. But you know what? I'm going to go over here. I'm going to enchant the 4th piece with the books. After I grab some levels. Shouldn't need too much. And let's see if by the time I get this done, then the last piece will be ready. And I don't know how many levels I need. Okay, that book's 7 and 6. Alright, that one was 7. So we'll get really. Oh man, this is definitely my day, isn't it? Because I believe because of all of this over here, making these and putting all this stuff together, I think I'm about out of iron. I might have enough. Okay, I guess I do. I need 3 of those. Across the top. And I may as well go ahead and put this one downstairs. I guess you're not going to place there. That works. Alright, let's try this again. Now, how much do I need? I need 10 now. I can do that rather quickly. There's my book. Alright, now we got the pants done. Let's see how much mana we've got now. And then next episode, we will probably be heading to the Deep Dark and see if we can't get some mining going on. I'll vacuum all that up, bring it over here. Hopefully this will be just enough to set it off, and there it went. Sweet. Empty hand, right click the altar. And there we go. So, today we were able to get our armor enchanted, get a few extra upgrades put on it, so that hopefully we can survive the Deep Dark long enough to get the quarry set up, and hopefully get some digging done. But I've enjoyed this one. I really like Botania. It's very detailed, and even though it's, you know, all about flowers and pretty and stuff like that, there's still a bit of tech behind it, with the automation and things like that. But I really do like the graphics. I like the way it works. I think it's a lot of fun. Definitely want to look into more of it. But somebody spent a lot of time putting this together with the way it looks. But anyways, I know I'm over time, probably a long ways over time, much more than I meant to be. But I did want to get that done. So, there you go. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and hope I taught you something. If not, I know I taught me something, so it wasn't a total loss. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please click like. If you have any questions or anything you want me to go over or any suggestions for the show. One other thing I've been pondering is I've done a little bit of Twitch streaming on Twitch TV. and I had thought about streaming the setup and the recording for my videos, then recording them on Twitch, and then uploading the video itself on YouTube. Just curious what y'all's opinion is on that. And my English is broke. So, anyways, let me know down in the comments what you think about that. But anyways, we'll move on. Take care, have a good one, and God bless.